Yo, so they're gonna be asking to Moist Critical Linkin Park drama. Let's get straight into it.
Linkin Park is back and they've got a new singer. And there is a lot of drama going on, and there's a lot of weirdness to talk about. I
Okay.
feel like all of you have heard of Linkin Park before. They're probably
I have not. Maybe I don't think
one
I
of the
have.
most well known bands of the modern age. And even just hearing the name Linkin Park is like time travel for my brain. It just transports me, like astral projects me back to like 2002. I've said this before.
2002 is crazy. See, that's probably why I don't know. 2002 is
Hybrid Theory is
crazy.
my favorite album ever, and I think it always will be. It was the soundtrack to my formative years. The boner jams on here I don't think will ever be beaten. And I feel the same way about Meteora. I think both of those albums are
I don't
masterpieces.
know what Oh, I feel like I'm under a rock right now. I feel like I'm definitely. He's explaining this like everybody just knows. I don't know who. It's fucking.
But when Hybrid Theory comes on, it's like Popeye getting his spinach. I'll hear that and I'll just go fucking superhuman. I'll feel like I can run through 5 brick walls. Point
That's
is,
like the
I feel
shit.
strongly about this band, and when Chester Bennington tragically passed away, it was really rough.
Sadly, I don't know who that is, but R.I.P. to him though.
And it still is. It's extremely sad. He is a one of a kind talent that will never be seen again. However, Linkin Park the band is back and they have a new singer. And last week they performed a concert with her. Her name is Emily Armstrong.
Okay.
So they did a performance with Emily. They released a single with Emily, and
Is
Linkin
she
Park
bad at singing or something?
is putting out an album with her as well. And there's more feelings and emotions here than in Inside Out 2. There has been a lot of discussion around it, and since the performance, a lot of information has come out that has changed the conversation from Linkin Park and even the new song they put out and put it entirely on Emily Armstrong. Because
Okay. Maybe I'm not really tuned in with them, so maybe I'm not recognizing the problem.
she's got a lot of weird stuff that's gone on, to put it lightly.
What?
So she's apparently a Scientologist and
Okay.
was actually at like a preliminary hearing for Danny Masterson as like a show of
Who's that? Oh, I feel like I'm under a rock. Bro, who is that?
support for him. If you don't remember who that evil piece of shit is, let me
don't
jog
know.
your memory. Danny Masterson is the actor from That 70s Show who is a rapist in
I don't know. I don't know. I've never seen this picture in my life. I don't know.
real life. He
Oh
is
my
a
God.
convicted
I don't know
rapist.
who these people
And if
are.
that doesn't, reconnect some neural pathways in your brain, maybe you'll remember some of the drama that happened last year where some celebrities wrote character letters to the judge going over how great of a guy Danny Masterson is to try and help with
I feel like that should be something that I knew, but I don't know that either. This is
some
upsetting.
lenient sentencing for him. He's got a great smile. Well, he never raped me. Come on, have a heart. What are you doing?
Oh, is it that clip? I seen that clip where he was like, I forgot what he said, but it was a funny out of context clip of Moist.
Doing? Have you seen that 70 show? What an actor. And some of those celebrities include Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, who were glazing him like a donut. And then once all this information came out, they then released an apology video trying to, reduce the shrapnel they were getting hit with all the backlash from it.
Okay.
Not to just go off on that tangent, but that is still an infuriating thing that happened. Anyway, though, Emily Armstrong comes into the picture because she was called out by Cedric Bixler Zavala, who brought to light the fact that she is a Scientology member who showed up to the Danny Masterson early hearing as part of a group, basically as like an intimidation tactic. It certainly isn't the best thing to be learning about this new vocalist who's replacing a
Hmm. Hmm. So they digging up the past. How long ago was this? How long ago was this? I feel like it matters. I feel like it does matter. I feel like it really does matter how long ago this was. I feel like it does.
beloved singer. And it's left fans
And I still don't get the full context because I didn't catch everything he said, but I get the gist of it, I guess.
very upset. I'm not going to dive too deep into everything that's come
Sadly
out about
not. Oh my God. I wish you would dive deep so I can understand better.
all of that. However, Emily Armstrong responded with a post about it where she said that she misjudged Danny Masterson. She, regrets doing that and doesn't support it. However,
How
she didn't
long ago
utter.
was it? Okay, she said something like that. How long ago was it? Unless if it was, I'll say after like 3 to 5 years, maybe later or more than that. How long? I need to know how long.
For
I
a
need to know
peep
how long it
about
was.
Scientology. That word was like Voldemort to her, which is really weird because it's not like that wasn't related, because that was kind of the whole reason that she was there, apparently. So I don't know why she wouldn't talk about that at all. I'm just kidding, pulling your leg. I know exactly why she wouldn't mention Scientology. Because she's probably afraid to, fearing for her fucking life
Of course, even though I don't. What is science?
if
I
she
don't know what to
pisses
think.
off the Scientologists. That's kind of the
Scientology. Okay.
whole situation in a nutshell. It's by no means a thorough dive into all of it. I highly encourage all of you to read more from Cedric Bixler Zavala about this situation and more information around it. And there's been a lot of good coverage on all of it. I just kind of wanted to give you like the bare bones breakdown of it. And I also kind of want to give you my perspective on Linkin Park moving forward with a new singer, even if it wasn't Emily Armstrong. I really do think it is fine for Linkin Park to
Okay, so we're just moving on from that, but I still feel like I just didn't catch everything. Fuck it.
continue as a band. I know a lot of people have said they should have like changed their name or something. I disagree. I don't think there's anything wrong with carrying on the legacy of Linkin Park as a group. I think that is a total
Right, that's why I thought they were mad. At first, I thought this was gonna be a video like where they got mad because it was just a new singer in general. I was gonna be like, shut the fuck up, man. Like that's not really that's. I mean, it's upsetting. And if they got a singer the next day, I feel like that'd be kind of upsetting. But like, come on now, they could continue with it. I'm pretty sure that the person who is unalive right now, he would want them to continue. So, I thought that was the reason, but this is a completely different, I guess.
totally understandable thing to do, especially if they all still have passion for the project. And I think everyone, including
Right.
them, knows you can never replace Chester Bennington. And I think them hiring Emily Armstrong to do that is them understanding that it's an impossible task
Right?
to replace.
Isn't Chester a guy? Right? It sounds like a guy's name, and Emily that's a girl, right? So I don't think they're really trying to replace him. I would say, because they're not copying his. I don't think they can copy his flow or anything with girl vocals. It'd be harder. I feel like they'd get a guy if they wanted to like. I don't know. Whatever.
A talent like that, a soul like that. So Emily Armstrong being their
I don't know who these people are, but it sounds pretty.
vocalist is very
Terrible.
much not a Chester Bennington, impressionist or anything. She sounds completely different. During their live performance, like, she sounded fine. There were some moments where her like voice would crack and sometimes it sounded a bit like karaoke, but overall, she did a good job with the songs as a singer. I did not like the single at all. That's just not my style of music that I really vibe with. That
Okay.
didn't have me wiggling my finger and salivating for the album to drop, unfortunately. And it's no secret, I didn't really like any of Linkin Park's albums after Minutes to Midnight. But even
Oh.
still,
Oh. I just I don't know. Like I haven't. I don't even know if I have listened to one of their. Maybe I have one day, but I don't know who they are at all. I'm gonna look them up after this and like listen to like their number one song.
I've always had like an appreciation of the band. I think there was a time when I was like in college where I was really upset that the music they were putting out wasn't the music I was used to. But I've come to understand now, since I'm 30 years old, that you're just not going to be doing the same thing forever, and it's
Yeah, right.
silly
Of
to
course,
expect.
of course. But I feel like some music I feel like some artists, they grow with you. So like their music matures more as you grow up too. So like that could be crazy too. I know that's like that for some artists that I listen to too. There was some artists back in the day that were kind of crazy and stuff. But they chilled down and they like my music style changed and I still listen to them because they music style changed too.
That. So them changing their style so much over the years makes a lot of sense to me. It's just not a style that personally resonated with my taste, and there's nothing wrong with that. I also wanted to mention that I completely understand why Linkin Park wouldn't want a clone of Chester to
Right, of course.
replace him and move forward with this group. There is a group called Hybrid Theory, and they are a tribute band to Linkin Park.
When the sawdust settles and the engine roars, the thing you care about is the job well done. But
A group called Hybrid Theory, and they are a tribute band to Linkin Park. And their lead singer, his name is Ivo Rosario. There are times where he sounds almost indistinguishable from Chester Bennington. He is about as close as I think anyone could ever come to sounding like Chester. Even if someone gathered all the Dragon Balls and made a wish to just have Chester's voice, I still don't think it would sound the same. I think Ivo Rosario is as close to that as a mortal can possibly get. His screams are pretty much one-to-one sometimes. He has the raspiness and the grit to him.
Okay, he's hyping him right now because he said he likes this Chester guy too, and apparently he's the biggest. So, hey, maybe he's like that. Maybe this I just forgot his name that fast. It's because he said multiple
These
names.
clean vocals that only Chester could really do. Like even when he was doing "Given Up," which
I don't know
has
what that is.
Chester's longest continuous scream, Ivo matched not only the same tone of the scream, but also the same duration. He's an extraordinarily talented vocalist who sounds about as close to Chester as my two nuts are to the shaft of my cock. Like, it is close. And he also kind of looks like Chester. And I definitely don't think he should have been the replacement for Chester in Linkin Park.
Of course, he already has his own band, and that'd just be a little weird. I feel like at that point, if like, you know, when Chester was alive, he was like a part of the other band too, right? So I feel like that at that point it's just probably weird, right? It's just weird.
I, under no circumstances, think that would have been the right decision.
Right,
I
that's
saw a
kinda
lot of
weird.
people flood Hybrid Theory's comment section saying, "How dare they choose Emily over Ivo? This makes no sense. Look at how close he
bro.
sounds to Chester."
Nah, it's just weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just
He
that's
even
just
looks like
weird.
Chester's doppelganger. It looks like they were separated at birth. They're clones. I just don't think it would be a good idea. Just
Right.
picture this. You lose your best friend in the world, and then a little while later, you find someone that looks and
Exactly, and you just set him on there and have him do the exact same thing that your friend did. That sounds so bad. Like that, I couldn't even explain it, but the way he just explained it was amazing. That sounds so bad, bro. It just sounds bad.
sounds just like them. I don't think you'd be like, "Oh, my new best friend.
Right.
Perfect. I needed someone to come in here and fill these shoes."
Right.
Like, it'd be extremely weird for the band.
I think it's better that they got someone different. I agree with that. It's definitely better that they got someone different because that's just hella weird.
I
bro.
would think. And it'd be extremely weird for fans, I would think. It certainly would be for me if I heard Linkin Park have a vocalist that sounds exactly like Chester. I think it'd almost be disrespectful in my eyes. So I do think them going for a different sounding vocalist
Right.
for a different direction was the right call. I'm just not convinced Emily Armstrong was the right choice to fulfill that role. You know, I think
Right,
if
you gotta know this stuff though. Y'all gotta break. He's saying they're a pretty big band and they really big. Everybody knows them, so y'all gotta be on 10 toes with this stuff, man. Y'all supposed to already have the background check and everything. And I still don't know how long ago she did that. That's still something I don't know, but it's still.
could have got a better quarterback. I feel like if the band knew all of the Scientology stuff, they probably wouldn't be super thrilled about that either, especially given everything that they've gone through. I'm not going to be, putting thoughts in their head, putting poop in their butt or anything. I don't know them personally. I'm sounding very parasocial here. But from everything I've ever learned about them, it feels like a lot of what I've learned about Emily Armstrong would be very much not something they'd be super happy about. And I don't think that she's the best possible vocalist they could have gotten or anything either. But anyway, what I do think is that
This might This might halt the album though. This might, with all this stuff going on, he said there's a lot coming out about her, so this might halt the album, y'all, for the fans of that.
Ivo Rosario and the Hybrid Theory tribute band is a really, really fucking fun group that is touring. And it's a group I really want to see. I never got to see Linkin Park live, and it's something that I really regret. A huge missed opportunity. I was really considering going to Revolution when it came to the Swamp down here, but I got really nervous and cold.
I don't know what this is, and I thought, I'm gonna end a video here, cause the thing is, I don't know what this is, and he's just gonna ramble about how good it is right now, and like the different song. He's saying song names that I don't know. I have no idea what this is, but I'll see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Sad story.